welcome to my Flosstube channel. I am Gemma, also known as Stitchy Gem. Thank you for spending some time with me today. I've done lots, I've got it all out, and there's a lot more here than I thought there was. I've done lots of things. Went to the Knitting and Stitching show at Alexandra Palace with Faye of Fairy Floss. Go check out her YouTube. She's awesome. So yeah, let's get stuck right in. I have a couple of finishes. So my first one is Aquarius by Nora Corbett. The last time I filmed, I had a little bit of beading left. Well, I just got on with it and I finished it. So here she is. She is stitched on, I want to say it's a 14 count fabric, and it was from Claire Brown X Stitch. She's no longer in business, but it was a printed fabric because it's white on the back. There's my back. Not very neat. So yeah, once I cracked on and it was just this section here that I had to finish, and I was like, why are you putting it off? Just get on with it. But she's beautiful. Now I want to fully finish her, FFO her. I quite fancy getting an oval frame for her. I'm really playing with the shape that she creates with like the top of the like hair and the water down below. So I really like that. So yeah, there she is. Lovely, lovely. Finish number one. Finish number two, even bigger because she's FFO'd as well. So I finally finished Petal Fairy by Mirabilia. So all you can see is the ring light on my window. So that's probably the best option. There she is. Oh, that's not too bad. There she is. She was stitched on 16 count Ada from Jojo Designs. It's called Fairy Bower. And it's like greens and pinks. Can't really tell. Now she's in the frame. Ooh. So I finished her. I had all the beading left to do, and I did that whilst watching the Queen's funeral. So I had the day off work and I just sat and I beaded her and watched the funeral. So in honour of the late Queen, I decided to call her Lilibet. So I finished her. I'm very happy with her. And her frame was an absolute bargain from B&M, and it was £1. One whole pound the frame cost me. It's just basic pink frame, but yeah, there she is. Ooh. She's a big one. So there she is. Very happy with her. I just need to find where she's going to live now because it takes up quite a bit of room. I framed her myself. I'm not the best framer. You can see creases, but I'm really happy with it. I cannot afford to get things professionally framed. It's as simple as that. So maybe one day I'll get her out and have a better go at her, making her a bit tighter, but it's fine. It's fine. I can live with it. So, oh, why didn't I tip it that way? That's that's better. Yay. I love her. If you want to see better pictures, I've got better pictures on my Instagram. So, and I've Stitchy Gem there as well. So those are my two finishes. So because I finished Petal Fairy, I wanted to start another Mirabilia. So I do have a few. How many starts do I have? I have two starts. So one was my Mirabilia, another one, and I started at the Met. I started her. So I still need to buy beads, and she takes some Karen water lilies, but I want to start her. So she's on the tree snap. So here she is. So far, that is my start. I've spent a fair few days on her, so I've just started. This is like her skirt, and that's her waist there, and this is the start of her sash. Where there are gaps here is beads or Karen water lilies, which I do not own yet. So that is that. My grime guard was made by my lovely friend Pam. I can't remember her name. It's Pam Banks, and then I can't remember the number. But yeah, she's on Instagram. She's a lovely lady, and she made that for me. And it's made, I think it's tulip pink fabric, and it has squirrels on it. Let me find a good one. There. Squirrel. So that, and my needle minder is one of my new ones as part of my haul. It's like a cat on a cup and saucer. And that's from Don't Step On Your Needle. So that is my start on at the Met. It's also stitched on 16 count fabric from Pulse Stitches, and it is called Celebration of Roses. So I chose that one. I went on their fabric viewer, which is awesome. If you've never used it, if you're stitching a Mirabilia or a Bella Filipina, you can put them on the fabric and see what they'd look like on different fabrics, and I liked this one the most. So it's showing up quite well on the camera. It's like a purpley, browny, pinky, orange, and I'm happy with my choice so far. So that's one of my new starts at the Met by Mirabilia. So as I mentioned, the Queen passed away in between my videos. So I've had this kit for ages and meant to start it, but just not got around to it because it's huge. It's absolutely massive. Kings and Queens by Boffy Threads. Crinkle. So that is it. It's huge. It has every single King or Queen of England from 1066. Starts with William the Conqueror, William I, all the way down to Elizabeth I. And then it has like a little scroll there that says Kings and Queens of England since 1066. I might not put that in, and I might put Charles in, because some people have done that and they've adapted some of the other later kings. But I think Boffy Threads are actually releasing a pattern for people who have already bought the kit. But I've not heard anything for about a month or so, so maybe they're still working on it, I don't know. But I decided I would start this after everything that's happened in our country recently. So let me unfold it. It is a whopping great big piece of fabric, like insane. Like look, like it fills the screen. Like, whoa, massive. I hope I've started in the right place as well. I am usually a centre starter, but I wanted to stitch because the history nerd in me wanted to stitch them in chronological order. So I've got William I and William II done. And if you do follow me on Instagram, after each king or queen has been stitched, I have a little book that I bought to go alongside it called Britain's Kings and Queens in Bite-Sized Chunks by Kevin Flood. And I'm reading up on each king and queen as I stitch them. So, and I've been putting a little bit of information on them all when I've been stitching them and posting pictures on my Instagram. But yeah, so that's that. It's a little fun. I am a history nerd. I love it. So it's nice. And every day's a school day. So they are nice, quick little finishes. Each one's a little win. They do stitch up rather quickly. I mean, I haven't touched this in about 3 weeks, but the first two did stitch up quite nicely, quickly. So let's see. I'll keep plugging away at it. It will take some time, but it's all fun. It's all part of the process. So that's my second new start. Then whips. We'll get on with some whips. So I have quite a few. There's a pile on the floor at my feet. I will just crack on. And I think most of these are whips that I've worked on. I think so. So the first one on top of my pile is another Mirabilia, and it's Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy. There she is, finished. Saw a completed one of her at the Knitting and Stitching show, and the Hawkins Hobbies stall. Hawkins Hobbies stall. And she looked gorgeous, fully stitched and beaded and all the whatnot. So she is done all in Classic Colourworks. She's on the Cold For fabric, which is just like a natural linen, 32 count linen from Zweigart. And then which side should we go? We'll go this side. So there she is. I think the last time I had not done as much of the wing. I've worked on this wing here, done that, more of that, finished that off, and I've done more of her skin. Now I decided to do 1/1 on her skin. I've never done it before because I don't tend to work on linen. I tend to work on Ada, but I don't think I regret it so far. They're just, if you make a boo-boo, so hard to unpick and frog it. So I decided I would stitch everything around in the full crosses in the 2/2 around, and then I've got the shape, so it's just filling in where it's skin. So I think it looks okay. I quite like it, but that is where we are up to. Yeah, so I do really like this. Again, it's not that far off really. Not that far off. It's just that 1/1 skin. It takes so long. Don't think I'll do it again. But I've tried it. Now I know. So there we go. But yeah, she's looking good. Crinkle, crinkle. That's number 1. Next thing I've worked on was my raccoon from, I can never remember the name, Cottage Garden Samplings. It's my next one, the raccoon. I've got all, well, I got these on subscription, would you say, from the Patchwork Rabbit, so they invoice me every month and they send me it, but I haven't stitched them in order. I'm stitching them as and how I feel like it. Hello, Lolly. Hello. I'm going to say hello. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I'm working on the raccoon, which is number 4. So I've done the fox. I finished the fox already, and I've skipped the jackrabbit and the swans to work on the raccoon. So that's what it looks like fully finished. And this is where I am at so far. So I've worked more on the tail. I've filled in most of the tail, and I've done these little, you can't really see it that well, but it looks all right in real life, the green hair of the plants, and I've started up across the body. This is stitched on 18 count fabric, 18 count Ada that I've dyed myself. I ice dyed with Dylon dye. I think this was sage green that I used, because I was struggling to find fabric that was similar to the called for, which is Picture This Plus, and I was struggling to find the actual called for. So I thought, I've got some white Ada, buy some dye and give that a go. And I like how it's turned out actually. So all of them will probably be slightly different because the nature of it. I'd ice dye because I like the mottling. So yeah, that's where we are with that. They're lovely, and they've just announced what the last one's going to be, number 12, and it's a reindeer, and it's beautiful. I cannot wait to get that. I mean, I've loved every single one of them. They're so nice and they're so beautifully designed. They're lovely. I can't wait to get them. I will stitch them all. I keep that in my project bag from Gem's Stitchery. It's got glittery vinyl, and it was forest animals. I thought it was perfect. So that's that one. Next, another Nora Corbett. This is Azalea. There she is. She will eventually be a gift for my mum, because azaleas are her favourite flower. Had a very small start. I've not worked on it that much. Doesn't actually look much different from when I last showed you, but hey. This is stitched on 32 count linen from Sparkly's. It's like a blue, light blue. And there we are. I've worked more on her skirt on this side and the flowers, but not much else. I think I did more of the green, some of the brighter green. Did that. So my aim was Christmas. I don't think it's going to happen. But I love it. I really like it. The colours are so bright. I like that. And I think she really pops on that fabric. I got that fabric at the No Bam retreat in June. Can't remember what the name of the fabric is. Bear with. Gina's Delight, it's called, from Sparkly's. So that was that one. And then next, oh, definitely worked lots on this. This is my long dog. You Belong to Me. So I am now on the penultimate page, page 11. So I'm working on this, oh no, sorry, this section here where the flamingo is and the front of the boat. That's what I'm working on. So I think I was still trying to finish page 10 the last time I filmed a Flosstube. So I finished page 10 and I have started on page 11, and we are getting there quite nicely. So I'll give you a quick overview. There we are. I love this. I will be so sad when I finish this, but I have plans for my next one already. So yeah, there we are. This is stitched on 18 count vintage country mocha Ada. And the colour I chose was 3685 DMC. Oh, I'm using CXC threads. So up close. Oh, that's not very good. Goodness me, oh no, a bit of floss. Lovely. That's better. So we finished the back end of the donkey, we've started the flamingo, we've finished, I'm sorry if you can hear that, that's my guinea pigs having a disagreement. So much fabric. Finished this bird, that camel, and I have finished the crocodile along the bottom, the bird on top of him, the back end of the donkey, and like I said, the start of the flamingo and the water. So that, yeah, love it. It's so easy to just pick up, and it's just one colour, you don't need to think about changing, and yeah, love it. Oh, gosh. Right. Next. Next is Bothy Threads, another one, hanging around my sloth. I worked a bit more on that since I last spoke to you. Happy with the progress I've made on this one. Got quite a lot of it done. Got a lot more of the legs done. This leg here, and started on the body underneath. The flowers there are done. They'll just need a bit of back stitching. It's a 14 count Ada, printed Ada, that comes with the kit. And the needle minders from Don't Step on Your Needle. So yeah, that is that. That is both the threads. Want to get that done, so I can start another one. That one. Then yeah, I think this is my last one. The last whip I worked on, but it's a biggie. It's a biggie. It is Bilbo Baggins from Heaven and Earth Designs, artwork by Kate Powell. There he is, in all his glory. I've nearly finished the second page, which makes me very happy. He's looking so good. So good. Needle minder. Oh, he looks really good on the camera. So I are basically, all I have is a few stitches here on his cheek, and I'll have finished the second page. I'm working this on 20 count Ada, and I'm doing it in CXC threads, 1/1. And I don't pack or anything like that. I don't understand it. I think it would just confuse me. So I just cross country it. Pick a colour, boom, off you go. Oh, so yeah, there he is. My needle minder is from Needle Say More. It is a Hobbit book cover. Smaug the dragon with all his gold. And there he is. It looks so good. There we go. Screenshot. So there he is. Hopefully next time I see you, I might have finished the second page and started on the third one. Let's see. There are only 3 pages across, then it's the full length of him. Width, sorry. So yeah. Let's see. I do enjoy it. I just need very good light when I stitch on it, because just, oh. Yeah. So that one. That's all my whips. I have quite a bit of haul to go through. As I said, I went to the knitting and stitching show at Alexandra Palace in London with Faye. We got there for 9:30. I think it opened at 9, so we had a good chunk of the day there. It was quite quiet early on, so we got around quite a few of the stores we wanted to see, unbothered by crowds. And it did start to get really, really busy, like shoving, pushing, elbows, but it was fine. I went with a list this time. Last year when I went, it was more impulse buying. I did go with a list. I knew the things I wanted to find. So yeah, I didn't actually spend as much as I thought. Let me get my little bag of goodies. So the first thing we went to Hawkins Hobbies. Because Faye wanted a few bits from there as well, and I wanted some patterns. So the first thing I bought was June Bug, because I've seen Kitschy Whip's I think she's finished it, version of this, and loved it. I just love everything about it. Hair, the dress, the wing things, love it. She's just a bit different. I love her, so I need to find a fabric for her. So yeah, I bought her from I meant to buy Snow Queen as well, and I didn't. I'm not going to start it anytime soon because I've started my next Mirabilia, so it can wait. So that was my first purchase. Then we went to lovely little small business called Crafty Smith. Bought a couple of patterns from her last year, which I may stitch, but they're only little ones and they're quite fun. They're quite punny. So I already have her boobies, which is bees dressed as ghosts, and I have a pumpkin one that says I'm hollow inside. So, and she posted this on her Instagram. I thought I need to have it. Guinea pig. I have 3 guinea pigs. I had to just have it. It's a blue guinea pig. It's a blue genie guinea pig. Genie pig. So I got that. Really good value. I think it was £3 for the pattern. Then we went to Trudian Designs. They were there last year as well. They're a veritable treasure trove of cross-stitching goodies, patterns mainly. They have a lot of the American designers that you can kind of struggle to find over here in the UK. So like your Prairie Schoolers, Hands-On Designs, who else they have? They have quite a few. Jardin Privés. I know they're not American, they're French, but La Di Da, they have loads. If you're interested in them, they do have an eBay shop. They don't have a website or anything, it's all on eBay, so you can find them on eBay. But I bought a couple of patterns from them that I'd been looking at for a while. First one was by La Di Da. It's called Zippity Doo Dah. It helps show it that way. So it basically says Zippity Doo Dah. My oh my, what a wonderful day. So Splash Mountain at Disney is my favourite ride at Disney World, and they're changing it, and I wanted changing it to Princess and the Frog, which I do quite like as well. I think you have to move with the times. Maybe Song of the South isn't the best movie that Disney should be repping at Disney. Well, that was annoying. Sorry about that. My camera stopped filming while I was mid talking. Hopefully, whatever. I'll just carry on. I was talking about Zippity Doo Dah by La Di Da. Splash Mountain, my favourite ride at Disney World, and they're changing it to Princess and the Frog. So I wanted something to commemorate it. I've started putting Disney cross stitches and things up my hallway, up my stairs in the house. So I thought that would be a good addition as like a little dedication to Splash Mountain. They're changing it to Princess and the Frog, which I do like as well. So I think we're good. I think we need to move with the times. As much as I love Splash Mountain now as it is, Song of the South is a little bit questionable as a movie. There's a lot of racism in it. You can't even get it now on DVD or anything. It's just not available. It's not on Disney Plus. You can't find it anywhere. So yeah, I think it's about time it changed. Anywho, got that one. And then I've looked at this. This is a new, I think it was an expo release this year, and it's Trick or Treat by Cottage Garden Samplings, and it's lots of different pumpkins dressed up. So there's like one in a witch's hat, one looking like a spider, one with a cat, one with some birds, an owl, bats, and like a snowman one. So I really liked that, so I got that as well from them. But you could spend a lot of time there because they have them all in these trays and you just go through it. They do tend to do them by theme. I think they had some that were wedding, some like baby samplers, Halloween and things like that. But yeah, so I got that there as well. Then we went to the Cross Stitch Guild, always have a stall, always quite traditional samplers. Did see a sampler I did like called Bugs and Beast, but then I saw it actually stitched and I wasn't that keen on the colours, and you could only buy it as a kit, so I didn't bother. But I did get something new that I haven't tried before. It's cross stitch, and I think it's called Hardanger. I don't know. But it's from Jane Greenoff's Counted Thread collection, and it's called Enchanted Counted Tile. So it came as the full kit, but it has like little insects on it. So there's a butterfly on there, there's like a grasshopper, and it comes with a spider charm, and then there's like flowers and nice plants and things on it. And then this bit in the middle is like holes. I think that's called Hardanger. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I saw this and I liked it, and I was like, can I do that? So I thought, unless you try, you're never going to know, are you? So I bought the kit. It was £15 for the full kit. It comes with everything, your threads, the fabric, like backing fabric. It comes with instructions. I might have to find a YouTube video to help me with the Hardanger. We will see. But yeah, so I got that as well. And then my last purchase, I got some threads from Paintbox Threads. Now, one of the things that I think the Knitting and Stitching Show lacks is more over-dyed thread makers. So, like, I don't, and hand-dyed fabric. There's no one there that sells hand-dyed fabric. There was a little bit of fabric at the Cross Stitch Guild, but there wasn't much. So yeah, anyone next year, sparklies, cross stitches, but yeah, I would love that. I also like project bags, like they did like knitting project bags, so like the little bucket bags, you could get them, but they didn't have any like just like a proper like project bag, cross stitch project bag, or grime guards or anything like that. You couldn't get there, because I wanted another Q-snap, but no one sold Q-snaps. There was somewhere that had R&R frames, but I've tried one of them before and I didn't like it, so, but I wanted a Q-snap. But anywho, my threads. So I got this one on its own. They don't have names, they just have numbers. So this is VCB01 dialog number 7, and there's 100 meters of that. It's like a nice variegated blue. Oh, you can see it quite nicely there. It's a variegated blue, and I want to do my la-di-da pattern in that, because there's a bluebird on there and I want to do the lettering in that. So there is that. And then I bought the Ultimate Purple collection. It was lovingly displayed in the bag, but I got it out, so I'll have to get it out. So it's 10 different purples. That look awesome, and I intend, that's showing up really pink, it's a bit darker than it's actually showing up, not as bright, but yeah, these 10 purples, they're 50 meter skeins, so I think I will be able to do my next long jog in these. My intention, I really like, it's called Ragnarok. If I find a picture, I'll add it in. But I quite fancy doing that one next. And in these colours. Now, I'm not sure how I would work out which one to use on which bit, but I fancy mixing it up. I did think maybe a tiny decisions wheel, like flipping the wheel and whatever colour it do that little bit motif or whatever, animal thing, whatever, in that colour, and then do it again, and so on and so forth, and then maybe doing the the border in one whole colour. I don't know, but they are all very beautiful, and that should, so I looked at how many skeins meters of thread my last long dog needed, and I think they're of a similar size, so I should have plenty there to do a long dog, because I would only use one strand, because I'd do it on 18 count. But yeah, so yeah, love that. There we go. So it's either that or the blues. The blues they had were really nice. I can't remember how much that cost. I think one skein was about £2.75. I think this was about 12 quid ish. I can't remember. They're beautiful either way, so I'll be using them for my next long dog probably. So that was all my haul from the knitting and stitching show. Not as much as I thought I would, but I came out under budget, so don't think many people can say that. So that was that, but I do have some other bits. I've had my fabric of the month from sugar dropping my other bits of haul. From Coffee Craft Fabrics this month. So if you haven't had yours yet, I got this yesterday, the day before. If you've not had it yet, look away now. I'm in the medium sized group and I get Ada. So here is this month's. It's beautiful, purple, blue, showing up pretty well on camera. This is an 18 count Ada, 13 by 18 inches. Lovely. I'm going to do my Haunted Mansion piece from, who's it from? Good Morning Maui on there. So yeah. So I got that, and I bought a new project bag from Canny Little Fox. She's on Instagram and Etsy, and it's got zombies on it. I know it's not to everyone's taste, but I love it. It's even got like velvet inside, and it's sparkly vinyl on the front, and like got a little charm on there. Can't see that, I don't. It's tiny, you can't. Like a little star. So I'm going to keep my Haunted Mansion piece in there when I start that. They're a real good size. I bought a couple off her now. Real good value for money as well. And then I got some new needle minders from Don't Step on Your Needle. So I got a little, it said on the website hamster, but it looks like a guinea pig to me, so I'm saying it's a guinea pig. A Halloweeny guinea pig. Witchy guinea pig. Got that one. One of the other ones you saw on the Met piece with the cats. I got this dinosaur fossil one. She can't really see. It's a fossil. And then she sent me a freebie. And that's a gem. I bought a gem and a holograms one from her before. It's really quite obscure cartoon from the late 80s, early 90s, I think. I absolutely loved it because I'm called Gemma. She doesn't spell it the right way, but we'll forgive Gem. So I've already bought one from her before that has the characters on it, and she sent me that one as a freebie, which that was cute. And she also sent some stickers as well, which was really sweet. Love them. So that's those. And then I found in a local, well, local-ish, it's in a village not far away called Todmorden. We went there to just have a wander around. They have a nice little market and things on this little independent bookshop we went in. One of these where the books are piled up like floor to ceiling. Yeah, they were up the stairs, they were everywhere. Loved it, never been in there before. And they had a small selection of cross-stitching books, and I found this Joan Elliott one, and it's Native American cross-stitch. Now, I was attracted to it from her on the front. I love the dress. She's got a little hummingbird in her hand. But yes, so I think this was £2.50 in the shop. Let me see. But there's some cute, really nice things in here. There's some baby samplers. Yeah, she was my main thing I saw, and I was like, I like that. So got her, and then there's a man to match her. It's called Indian Warrior. We'll call them Native American. And then there was, which were the other ones I liked? Find the pages where they don't have patterns on. I quite like this one, Circle of Life it's called. It says, we are each a thread in the web of life, strengthened by the promise of our dreams. I quite liked that. I like the dream catcher. Quite nice. And then there's others like just like little motifs and patterns, and this one, where's the little, oh, there's an alphabet with different like Native American things on, like totem poles and different animals and things. Yeah, so I just really liked that. There was something a bit different. It was £2.50. We'll have that. Oh gosh, I can't show that. Can't cover the pattern. Oh, and like these, like little beaded designs. Love those. So yeah, so I got that as well. Oh, and then there's, oh yeah, then there's that, like a wedding sampler. It's like a full-on poem. So it's mostly like backstitch and beads, it looks like, and then you cross stitch the border. But really liked that as well. So that's my phone. Sorry about that. So yeah, so that was Native American cross stitch. So that is everything I have for today. I feel like I've spoken for a very long time. This might be quite a long video. I think anyway, doesn't matter. It's been a while. I have a lot to show. So yeah, so that is that. So thank you very much for joining me today. If you are new here, thank you very much. I have had a few new subscribers since I had my last video, so thank you very much for joining me today. If you've come back, thank you very much as well. It's lovely to be having a few more subscribers. I have actually got over 100 now. That reminds me, I was going to do a giveaway, but I don't think I have what I was going to give away to hand. Hold on a sec. sorry about that. I've finally found it. So because I've gone over 100 subscribers, I thought I would do a little giveaway. So I know a lot of people have this already, but I saw it and I thought, yeah, I have my own copy, but I saw another one and I thought we'll get it. So cross stitch for the earth, if anyone would like that. I'm trying to remember what to say for a giveaway, what other people say. So you need to subscribe to the channel to take part. Don't mention any words about giveaway, win, anything like that. And if you would like to get this, mention the word earth, EARTH, if you would like this. Mention it in a comment down below, and I will announce the winner in my next video. You must also be over 18 to be able, so I can get your address, send it to you. And is there anything else I need to say? I don't think there is. So you can tell this is the first time I've done this one. So yeah, if you would like to win Cross Stitch for the Earth by Emma Congdon, the book, there's about 20 plus patterns in here. Yeah, there's 20 patterns. I mean, I have a copy and I love it. I think a lot of people have it already, but if you're interested, please comment down below and mention the word earth, 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 to win it. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Sorry that was a bit all over the place at the end. I'd totally forgotten about that. But yeah, again, thank you so much for subscribing. It really means so much to me. I do enjoy coming on here and just chatting with you all, and showing you all my progress. Yeah, I love the cross stitch community. It's a wonderful thing to be a part of. So again, thank you. I will hopefully see you all very soon. But yeah, so take care and bye for now.